when you actually begin using cultural identity in the manner you see it and inject it into education curricula, make it a symbol of intolerance, eject artists, create a rule of law which is threatening to a creative, unfettered mind, that's where the problem is. Because if in this country, you cannot have a situation where you a pro-Modi tweet doesn't mean that you stop criticizing the man for what he's doing wrong, and I don't belong to the party, and I'm not enslaved to the BJP or the Congress, and I wasn't even at that time enslaved to the Aam Aadmi Party, which now is resting on very fragile shoulders. Having said that, again, Shazia missed the point, and they keep missing the point, so I will reiterate the point. The point is not about the existence or the non-existence of fringe elements. It's when you inject that fringe into mainstream policy making, where they decide that... Let me finish. Absolutely. May I finish? Thank you. It's when that fringe element behaves and injects itself into policy making in mainstream politics, on culture, that's when you need to worry. So I have no issue with fringe elements. I began my rebuttal by saying, you know, we have lunatics all around us. I mean, not here, but you know what I mean. We had an engaged citizenry with the idea of freedom. From 47 to 71, we were largely indifferent. 71, the Bangladesh War galvanized an entire country. 75 to 77, emergency got us enraged. When Narasimha Rao, followed by Vajpayee, followed by Manmohan Singh, we've been hovering, we've been like oscillating between indifference and anger. Certainly the last 4 years were ones of anger. The brand of intolerance has now become pretty vicious. Political discourse does not have ideological facts to support it. And you can see that around. You see that in parliamentary debates. I mean, today you have more criminals in parliament than in Tihar jail. I mean, how ironic is that? The point that I made again, what happened with Sadhvi's remarks which derailed parliament, which forced the government to go through ordinances. Now, these things are going to continue to happen. We have become an angry society. We have used the justice system, and we've manipulated the justice system. We have many judges who don't have the intellect to perhaps understand that there are some cases being filed for publicity and some which require genuine justice. So if you look at the brand of intolerance, that's what worries me. And finally, I'm deeply concerned about what we're doing with education. When we grew up on Shakespeare, we also grew up on Premchand. We grew up on Harivansh Rai Bachchan, we grew up on Niraha. We grew up on Tagore, not Sharmila but Ravindranath. We also grew up on Bankim Chandra. We read authors with delight. We discussed and debated with respect. You know, Rajiv talks about mutual respect. I will only correct you, sir, if I may, slightly. You don't respect a person because you expect the person to respect you. You respect a person regardless. We were taught in Calcutta to respect our elders. Then we don't have to wait. Now when will the elder again reciprocate? So I'm saying the respect that you rightly spoke of has gone out the window. We have taken contrarian stands. We have, as she rightly said and Rajiv said, the fringe element which is taking over civil space, civil society, and the media. I mean, no, I will not use this forum, but there is a particular politician, wife died, blah, blah, blah. But the television anchor already pronounced the person guilty. I mean, I find this bizarre. You cannot run a country through television studios. That's why you need people like Shazia to get out of studios and run the country.